2014 Chevy Cruze. Today we are doing some things to it, so let's get started on this and talk about what we're doing. With the tire off, our next step is going to be removing our brake caliper here. So that's removing these two bolts in the back. Once we get these two bolts off, we have these two mounting bolts for our bracket that holds this together. Next we'll be taking that off. So let's go ahead and remove these two bolts, hang up our caliper to the side, and then we'll go ahead and get this bracket removed right after that. With the brake caliper bracket and caliper itself off, next is it's going to be the little things. So this side ABS sensor comes out. When our ABS sensor comes out, we're also going to make sure that none of our brake lines, hoses, or anything are attached on this side. Once we get that all taken off and settled, next is going to be getting the center bolt off. You can lock this into place with a crowbar going like this to the ground, holding it in place. You can use an impact wrench, something that's super strong, to really knock this loose. That's probably what I'm going to be doing, is using my impact gun. So let's go ahead and continue on and get this all situated out. As you see here, I use my impact gun. I was able to remove the bolt just a little here. This makes it to where now when I start taking all this stuff apart, I can start pulling all this out. But now with that bolt off here, let's go ahead and this bolt here removed and these two bolts here removed. And if we need to, we'll do this one, but for now let's just go ahead and get the ones we can started. And we're not switching out these things yet, my tie rods or anything like that, so we're going to hold this part down with the wrench as we wrench this one off. So let's go ahead and get that started. So we have this nut here backed off. Again, I'm not going to be using any ball joint separators or anything like that, so just going to good old-fashioned hammer it, knocks it right out of the pen. I'm just going to dangle this all out of the way. We want to be very careful because fucking with this stuff too much will mess up your alignment. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all this off to the side and then get these bolts here started. As soon as I get these two bolts started, this all should pull away from here. And then we're going to place our jack here just right underneath the control arm, because this thing's probably going to want to drop down and we just don't want to deal with the weight and the force of trying to get that back up if there is any. So let's go ahead and take these two bolts off and we'll place our floor jack underneath the wheel hub before we get pull back the rest of it. So I got my jack supported underneath. You can always put a piece of wood underneath, whatever it is that you need. Here I got my bolts loose. I'm just going to take a hammer and knock these out. They seem pretty nice and stuck in there. But as soon as I take that hammer and knock this out, this should all mostly be free. So once I do that started, we're going to pick up right there. So I have one bolt here. I have a bolt on the inside right there. And on the other side, as you'll see, another bolt right there. We're going to take off those three bolts. And that should just be all this here. Just makes it to where this should be able to pop out with a little bit of force behind it. So let's go ahead and see. That all off, it looks like this just pulls right out. I don't have to force it or do anything crazy. So let's go ahead and set this off to the side. And then let's get this all cleaned up around here. And let's get the new one put on. So here we have new piece. And basically we're gonna put it on the same way with that heat shield, the way it was on. Just boom. Sorry. Boom. And as soon as we put this on like this, we'll go ahead, thread some of the bolts through to hold this in place, and then we'll start attaching our wheel hub. So let's go ahead and get started. Just gonna go ahead and these two bolts like that. You're gonna know the way it goes because it's gonna have the brake caliper slot like that. And then we need two hands for this next part, but let's go ahead and put our wheel bearing and everything on, but we'll make sure it's all cleaned and surfaces are all good and go. So I went ahead and got everything started. Got bolt on this side done, bolt on this side done. About to get the top bolt started. We're not going to put them in with the wrench or the gun or anything like that. We're going to thread them in by hand all the way. Once we get them threaded in by hand, then we're going to hit them with the wrench because we want to make sure that we don't cross thread anything. So let's go ahead and get this last bolt situated, and then we'll tighten it across this way, then the top. So go ahead and get your torque specifications. Mine's going to be about 170, 180 foot-pounds, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and finish tightening that. And with that tightened, we're going to call that done for our wheel hub. If you guys have any questions, the same side, or the other side is going to be the same way. And then from here, we're just going to do the reverse pattern of putting it all back together with our brake caliper, our rotor, and everything. So if you guys like this video, subscribe, like it, comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next.